Okay, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for attending today's presentation on the new Falcon Trader 2.5. Hopefully we can, I'm just going to bring up the screen so we can see that. Okay, what we have here is the new login to the simulation account. For those clients that are live, we're just going to be looking at the simulation account today, but the features are exactly the same. So the layout and everything will have no difference between the simulation and the live account. Okay, the Falcon Trader 2.5 has been designed to make trading even faster and more efficient. Now you can more easily access all the information when you need it. This webinar will describe in detail the new features of the Falcon Trader 2.5, and tomorrow at the same time we'll be going through the CBS Web Trader 2.5. Okay, so what we have here is the login screen. I've got a user ID and password. I'll just put the password in. We can click on, we put in our password, but before we log in, for those clients who may not be aware, we have the switch to live and switch to simulation feature, so you don't have to download the program again. The 2.5 is not a reinstallation, it's just an upgrade. So when you log out, if you haven't already done so, log out, log back in, it'll automatically do the download and you'll have the new features. So we'll log in. The 2.5 has four main areas. We've got an improved user interface for easier navigation with a new ribbon menu and a new platform and product icons. Following this, we also have the new open positions module, account toolbar, and different sound alerts. The improved user interface, we're going to look at the ribbon menu for starters, allows better overview of the platform modules and then enable us to easily navigate the program. So the old menu has been replaced with a more intuitive, easily navigatable ribbon-style toolbar, which takes up less of the screen. The new ribbon modules are grouped by functions. So in this example, we have the trade modules, orders, prices and trade, open positions, the trade blotter, open orders, account margin, and that's for our trading ribbon. Following this, we've got our trading tools, charts, news, trade maker, chats to us, to the brokers here, and to IT support, price alerts, instrument explorer, and then we have the platform itself. So the help window, the help, trade settings, enable trading or disable trading, whichever way you wish to go, and then the logout button. So if I select on, I've got trading here, I then select on trading modules, we now have the trade module groups, and you'll find all the instruments that you require for Forex trading, Forex options trading, CFD trading, stock trading, and future trading. All I need to do is select them, and I get my respective windows. Okay, so we can also move these around the screen. Okay, so we have our different modules, our trading modules. Once finished with them, you can easily close them down, or you can bring them back and we can fix them to a particular side. So we'll click on Always Float, left click, get our respective window, and slide them to the right. Okay, and then we can bring them back at another time. So those features, the old features of moving things around the screen, haven't changed. But it's just the way we can bring up the trade modules these days. We don't have file, view, Forex, etc. We've got trade modules. We've got also the order modules. So all specific instrument-specific order modules are grouped under the order modules tab. So for those CFD traders, we can bring the order module in. For the equity traders, okay, so these layouts of the windows haven't changed. It's just how we can find them these days. So we put in our stock, BHP. You still have the same features that you can work with. Take profit, stop loss, all working much the same. We can close that down. Further to this, we have the account module at the top, and we also have the news and research facility. The account module accesses all the account-related modules via clicking the account tab. You then have the different selections across the top. You've got the account for account summary. You've got your reports. So you've got trading conditions. So what are your brokerage costs? What are your margin requirements? What can you trade online? What you can't? So all the products there for trading conditions. And then for the financial reports, we've got account statement, your account exposure, different reports, so your trades executed, your trades booked. Okay, for those Forex traders, we've got our Forex rollovers, CFD cash adjustments and share dividends, so they're the corporate actions on the program. And what you won't find on the simulation account is the corporate action voluntary events, but that's on the live system. And I might bring in my live account to have a look at that a bit later on. The news and research also has all the news, so economic calendar, streaming news, CBS market commentary, which we've just added, links up to our YouTube account. Research from trading floor, we have our trade maker tools, fundamental UBS strategies. Currently this is going through a bit of a service, so this won't be functioning, but it'll be up in a few weeks' time. The fundamental futures reports from Hightower, we have them, and just easily click on that. It'll open up a panel, and you'll see it come through with all the PDF reports. Just go back to CBS commentary, market commentary. If you haven't been aware of this, it's our YouTube account. Select that, and the guys David and Jono will go through certain things on the website. There's David. You can hear that, and he does that every morning. So we'll pause that. Moving along, we've got the Max Keg analysis, the Barrett's Bulletin analysis as well. Jono's putting out his bulletins, and you can subscribe to that for a 21-day, I believe it's a 21-day free trial, and then you can move into a 12-month subscription base for that. If you are a client, there is a discount of just under 30% as well. But select that, have a play around with it. If you're on the live or simulation account, you can see that, these features. We've also got the technical analysis tool and all the charts as well. So we can select them, and they'll just bring up as different layouts on the main part of the window as it used to do. So we'll go back to the trading module, and you notice that when I've done that, my view doesn't change. So the ribbon is the one that changed at the top. My view will stay as it is. So I'll just clean this up. Okay, we'll go back and focus on the top. With the trade modules, we've got different icons and platform and product icons. So trade modules will have a green and red triangle. For Forex trading, you'll have the letters Forex. Forex options, you'll have FX with the O. CFDs will be styled as CFD, equity and futures with the respective codes. For orders, you'll have the arrows, green arrows and red arrow pointing up and down. Same thing with the order tickets, you'll have them as as actual codes, FX, CFD, equity and futures. And the prices and trade will have a green and red arrow with the board at the back. Under prices and trade, you'll have three options. You'll have prices and trade, okay, which is a normal, same window, hasn't changed. Forex board, okay, for those FX traders out there, we have the board as normal, and we also have the Forex options board as well. Okay, and for this particular item, we have the different currency pairs that you can have a look through. So if you're on the simulation account, play around with this. If you're on the live account, also have a look at it. And then again, you're on the live account, so just keep an eye on that. Okay, on to the next part. we have the trade or the open positions. Now the open positions are what is currently open, and we select that, and we'll wait for that to open. And what I will do is I'll expand this out as a panel, and the open position will show you what we currently have open. So on this simulation account we have a pound US and a US spot gold position at the moment. So this shows you what the open positions are. We can expand these out. I'm currently working related orders, but I can close the positions out with the open position window. Okay, we can look at that. So no change to the open position window. So it displays all your open positions and allows you to manage and close them from this area. Also too, we have the new open position window. And if I expand this out, this is one of the new features which I'll describe in a little bit more detail shortly. The trade blotter documents all your trades that you've executed over a period of time. The open orders are exactly that. It's the old open order window that we're used to seeing. Okay, and it displays all your open orders and allows you to manage and remove them if need be. The account margin feature, when you're looking at on your view, you would normally have to have your account summary open. If you select that, it will now put in a ticker at the bottom of your screen, and you can see what the cash balance is, what your account value is, where you are with your available margin, and what your margin utilization is. If you don't require this, you can just close it down and it disappears, but I recommend that you have it open. It's quite a small feature, and it's quite easy to bring up. So that it displays all your account details, cash balance, and margin details. Your trading tools, charts, news, trade maker, chat, price alerts, and instrument explorer, I won't go through them in detail, but they haven't changed in its features, just the way we show them up nowadays. The platform, with the window, we can close all options. Okay, this is a new feature, and basically we go back to a grey screen. So I've just closed all those features off, and you'll see them disappear. And you can start a refresh, so we can re-put in those windows going forward by selecting the different options. The help menu, basically we've brought it about that all the options are still under the help. So we've got welcome, contents table, so you can bring that in. Search function, okay. The actual window themselves haven't changed, it's just how we go about getting them. Enable trading is a lot clearer. It's a bigger icon, and we can't make any mistakes here. Enable trading is safe mode. You can't place any orders. If you select that, you get a big stop sign. Disable trading, and this is where we can place orders. The logout feature now, what we've been finding is a lot of clients never used to log out. I was also one of them. I would just go up to the X, close it down. Preference is now to log out. If you'd like to save the changes, please do so. I don't, but we can log out and it'll go to this screen. And now going forward, we'd like clients to do that. We've been finding it actually minimises any IT problems that our clients are having with the workspace. You know, for not saving, for example, that's been probably one of the most popular ones. But if you can go that way, that is the best way. So we'll log back in. All right. And we'll move on to the new Open Positions module when it loads up. If there are any questions while we're waiting for this to happen, please type away, and we'll go through some questions at the end of towards the end of the meeting. We're just going to not bring up a view, and I'm going to bring up the new positions under Open Positions, and we'll just run through this a bit. So What we've added here is you can view and manage open positions and related orders in one integrated workflow. So you can close positions quickly. You can set up your stop and limit orders within one workflow. You can add, remove and sort columns for a customized display. You can hide closed and squared positions. You can see your distance to stop and limit levels with the order progress bar as well. So in here we have currently we've got 2 open positions. We might put in a third one. I'll just put in some currency positions. We'll do an Aussie US. We'll put in 50,000. Okay, and we'll also put in a Dow Jones contract. We'll enable that. Okay, so we can go through a couple of the new features. So with our focus on the currency side of things, we have the 3 open positions. The Aussie US dollar, we're currently long, 50,000, and we've got an open rate at which the position was open. What we have is the close column is the closing at the opposite end of the trade, so we need to sell. So this will be to close the position at the real-time price, but this at the present time is showing that the close price is based on the midpoint. So if we want a real-time price, we would select that. It'll bring up the close position window. We would enable that, and naturally enough, close the position. Okay, price has changed too much. We'll enable it again. We'll try one more time. It's moving quite a bit, the Aussie. So there we go. So we've confirmed that we've closed that position out. Close that. It'll show closed, and basically it'll show me the P&L in US. If I just get off that, and what the percentage price was. What we can do is that's no longer an open position. You can see it's now grayed out. If we want to remove it, select that show squared positions, and it'll disappear from the list. I'll bring it back. All right, so we can see the difference there. In terms of the pound US and the gold US price, we've already working a stop loss and a limit to take profit. Okay, but we can also close position if we need to, and it'll automatically close out our related orders. In terms of the CFD position we've opened, we do not have any related orders to this position, and we're now going to place some. We're going to place a stop loss. Okay, and we'll bring that in. We can see that our entry price was 12,078.6, and you can show that up the top that we're short. Okay, you can see that. Now what we can do, we can place a normal stop, stop limit, or trailing stop. We're going to just work a stop because we are short. We'll put in a 12,200 level, and we'll place the order. It'll confirm what order we wish to place because we've got 2-click trading. I'm happy to take that trade, and we'll place the order, and the order will work. So I now have my stop working on the CFD position, but no take profit. I can place that take profit order now as well, and we're going to do it at 12,000. I'll do it 11,950. Place the order. That's what I'm wishing to do. You'll see it come up on your screen now. Click OK. Order placed, and we can see that transaction, and now we can see that my limit and stop are also filled. So the new open position module will allow you to do all those features from the one trading window. Tomorrow when we go through the web trader, we also have some features which are a percentage. So we can work percentage stops and percentage limits. With the Falcon trader, I need to do some work on that and hopefully have that out over the next week or so, or an understanding on how to illustrate that. But at the moment, I'm just talking to the IT guys on that at the present time, which we'll discuss that later on. So hopefully, if you've got any questions about the new open positions menu, please let me know, and we'll move on to the accounts toolbar. Okay, the accounts toolbar, we've basically made it more of a screen efficient layout. The account toolbar, which you can add at the bottom of your workspace, will display the cash balance, account value, and margin and marginalisation. So we can see that at the moment I have a cash balance of $1,718, my account value, what I have available for margin trading, and what my marginalisation percentage is. If I now bring in my account summary, you can see that it will mirror the account toolbar at the bottom. Okay, so we'll load that up. Okay, and we can see that it's all mirroring quite nicely. I'll just hit the refresh button. There we go, and we can see that the two are pretty much in line with each other. So we'll now move on to the next level, which are the sound alerts. And we've basically customized sounds for specific events to create a personalized trading experience. And to bring this up, what we do is we go to the blue option menu at the top. We then select options from the menu system, and you can configure your sound alerts from here. Okay, so we have options, sound alerts, and in here these actions include margin calls, trade confirmations, chat received, broadcast messages, and price alerts. For the time being, I can't play those sounds over this presentation, but if you get a chance, follow those steps and you can select the event and you can choose the different options you'd like to have. We do have some standard sounds and you can play them. You can just select them, select the different play button and listen to them. The ones you like, you can set them up. So all right, so we have the different procedures. So again, how do we go about getting that? The blue menu at the top left, select options. Right, in the options menu we select sound, and to change the sound, follow the procedures. To change the sound, click on the event in the following list and then select the sound to proceed with that. So if I want to trade confirmation, change the sound to an exclamation, you can do that. Click apply and then OK, and that has changed the settings. So that's the quick start through the ribbon, or overview of the ribbon. What we will now do is answer anyone's questions, if there are any. At the moment there are no questions, and we'll go through and see some of the other features that we have put on that that haven't changed. Okay, so if you have any questions, there are none at the moment, so I'll just keep going. With regards to options, we also have the ability to go through our trading for different orders. On the web trader, it will be a little bit easier to show the percentage stop losses, and I'll go through that tomorrow. But on the Falcon trader, if you go on to options and bring up the options window, select trading, and in this list we have different options, and towards the bottom we have the default order distances. If I bring that up, all the different products that we have, we can start to set different automatic order types. So for example, for those guys trading currency, CFDs, or the respective products, we can go through and start changing our entry order, our related limit order and market related stop loss orders. So at the present time, we can only go on, this here is on a dollar amount, so 50 cents. That's for shares. If I go back to Forex, I can start to change it to percentages or pips. Okay, we'll keep it on percentages. So, and this is from, and you can understand how they are derived. So for example, entry order distance, this is a default distance to market used for creating a limit or stop entry order. The default distances can be overridden before placing the order. So in this example, we're going to work on, I'm just going to work on pips. Okay, and we'll work on, we'll do 100 pips for each. Okay, we'll click OK. Select OK. We'll go to trading, bring up a Forex order window, and it will automatically come in and preset my limit or my markets. Naturally enough, goes to market. It'll automatically preset my stop or anything else that I've preset, and that is we're buying. So the ask, we're 100 pips away from my asking price. Hopefully we can see that. So I'll go back to limit. Okay, my price is 100 pips away from my asking price. I can override that. Okay, so I might want to go 35, and I can easily do that. If I do if done, right, I'll leave the $1.35 for against the Aussie the Euro US. It's going to work 100 pips above my entry and 100 pips below my entry, dictating that my entry level is $1.35. Again, if I change that, right, it won't automatically change my stop, so I need to continue to do so. Let's bring that back. Okay, so it's automatically detected my first entry. So we'll just close that down, bring it back again. So it'll print where it opened up. If done, take profit, stop loss. We'll change the amount to 50,000. Place the order. They're all the orders that I'm accepting. Okay, order was executed, right? My stop loss is now working, and my take profit is also working. We'll bring up new open positions, and we'll see that. Okay. Refresh. That's actually probably taken all open orders. Okay, so we're now working on open orders. There's my positions there. We're working my limit to buy, and my stop loss and take profit are parked. So when my working order is filled, and it shows me the distance to market, once it's filled, it'll go through and it'll work the related orders. If we go back, and we'll try it with some other products, the default orders. Again, options, trading, default order distances. We'll go on to CFDs. Okay, we can work a percentage, 5%, 10% take profit, and a 15% stop loss. And again, this is on the entry order distance. Okay, we'll click OK, apply. We'll bring up a CFD position for BHP. We will take the asking price here, and as mentioned, it was 5%, so 36.85. Multiply that by 0.05 is $1.84. Okay, roughly minus 36.85. So it's $35.01 rounded to the nearest cent. If done, take profit, which was 10%, and my related stop loss at 15% preset. Okay, we will do 1,500 units for tomorrow morning. Place the order. It'll confirm what you want to do if you've got the two-click trading, and again, that's what we wish to do. Click OK. my orders are being placed. There we go. Once you've got those 3 confirmations, you click close, and in the order window you'll see the CFD for BHP plus, and there we have it. So we've ordered a new entry 5% away from the bid price, the ask price. If that's filled, we then have a 10% take profit on the exit for the take profit, and a 15% stop loss on our entry price for BHP if we're set. Okay, so that's a feature that we have on the program. Still no questions, so we'll carry on. Once we go through the different levels of the new open positions, as mentioned before, if we don't want to see the squared positions, we click close, and will disappear. And we have a question about the trade blotter, so we'll go through that very shortly. So not to get confused of what's currently open or squared off, just untick the show squared positions and it'll remove from the list. Now the trade blotter is a facility that trades for a particular date and everything that's been executed on those dates. Okay, so you can see it's like a daily activity log, but a little bit clearer. And you can see here today or this afternoon we've traded 3 positions. We've bought Aussie US, we've also sold the Aussie US, and we also executed our short 10 in the Wall Street 30 or the 30 Wall Street, and at what time we executed that in GMT time. So that's what the trade blotter is. It's a recording of the executions for particular dates, and today we've executed 3 times. So if I want to bring up a trade module, we'll execute some silver. We'll do 5,000 ounces. We might go long. Okay, we'll buy that. Executed, close that, and you can see that it's recorded that my trade blotter has now allocated onto my trade blotter. For those clients that still use the account summary, don't be too worried, it's still about. So click on account summary, and it'll populate and it'll show you the old the account summary for the position. Okay, we can still work our stop loss and take profits off the account summary, so that hasn't changed. So just keep that in mind. We will look at open positions for the particular item, and we'll go through placing the order off the new position. So we'll click open positions, new open positions, it'll populate. We'll look at our silver position, and we'll just go back through that setting for Forex, and we'll do percentage this time, and entry order we'll do 5%, take profit 4.5%, and related stop we'll do 10%. We may as well make this an even 5. Click OK. Okay. And what we can do is then start placing our stop loss. So it's going to put in a 10% automatically away from our entry price. So again, we'll just check that. We got in at 34.0125 times it by 0.1 minus 34.0125. So that's roughly $30.62. It has done exactly that. Our take profit, remember, was at 5%, and it'll add 5% to our entry position. Click OK, and that'll also place those working orders. Now, as mentioned before, and I'm just going to bring up the positions. Okay, we've got the progress bars. If you look at the stop and limit, they'll be highlighting, they'll either be clear or highlighting in a color red or green. If it's red, that suggests that the stop is more likely to get executed. It's closer to being executed versus your take profit. If the take profit is going solid green, you're closer to having your take profit order executed, okay, through your open position. So in this case, our pound US position is more than likely, it's closer to being stopped out than it is having a take profit. What we may want to do is then readjust. So looking at the current market, it's bid offer. We can see that we are fair way from our level. So if I put in 1.6 as a limit, place the order, we'll see this change. Okay, you can now start to see that the limit order has got more of a chance of being executed than the stop loss. All right, so that's another way of seeing the new open positions and where your take profit and your stop losses are sitting. Okay, and you can sort by the different columns. So, okay, we can see what we're long and short. You can shift it by amount, whether it's opened or closed. Okay, and you can also search it by instrument as well. If you'd like to change the columns, you just right-click anywhere on the bar, choose column, and then we can add different options. So description. We can even choose column here. We can put in symbol, value date, open and close. We'll put them all in there. Okay, so this will populate all the different options. So we're a Forex market, CFD market, what the instrument is, the symbol, what the description is, etc., all the way through to percentage price and what the P&L is. Okay, guys, at the moment I think that's practically where we'll leave things with regards to the workspace. We are going to do these webinars. They'll be quite regularly now. We're going to be putting a new list together for next year. And for the rest of this year as well. So please keep your eye out on your emails. If you cannot attend, it will be recorded. This presentation has been recorded. But you know, it's great to see that we've got the new version 2.5 out. I hope I know it will make clients trading a lot easier and more efficient because you're not scrolling through a lot of pages. Your main workspace is not changing. You know, you can have more views, right? So you can have different views, but you're going through the different views, the accounts and the news and research and the trading facilities, they're not changing your layout of the page. So again, I can flick through the view and it hasn't affected my ribbon at the top. So tomorrow at 6:30 we will be going through the web trader as well. For those clients who like to use the web trader, that will be at 6:30 Sydney time. For the guys in Queensland, that is 5:30. You're an hour behind us. And that will be made available as a recording as well. Thank you very much for attending. If there are any questions, we'll be around for a few more minutes. But at the moment, I haven't got any questions. So, it's a pretty quick webinar for tonight. So, hopefully you've had some use out of that. So, yeah, we'll leave the lines open. I guess there's some things we need to discuss. If you're new to the system, so if you've only just downloaded the trading platform or if you're on the trial version, we are open from 7:30 through till 11 o'clock. That's a man desk in the evening. And from 11 o'clock through till 7:30, we have our overseas contact, which is Sherwood. He's mainly used for futures trading, so not really IT-related things. We have an email service for that, which is cbsit@commoditybroking.com.au if you have any IT issues. But during the day, you can call us on 1300 660 734, and we're more than happy to run through any of your questions. And look, we'll be doing more webinars. I want to do more presentations on Falcon Trader over the next few months, and we'll be putting those out within the week. And there's some good changes happening at the moment. I think we can't all wait for the year to end, given the year we've all had. I think we need to start afresh, and I think this new versions of the Falcon Trader is going to make life a lot easier. There are some changes happening. Future options are not far away for the program, and I'm really looking forward to that. So that'll extend from our future options, Forex options we currently have on the program. For the live clients, and if you're a demo and you do become live, there is a chat facility on the program, and I want to actually show you this because when we're at work, we've got most of our clients that are a live account on the system, and you can actually chat to us over the chat system. So if you have an issue seeing a chart, or which actually we might go through charts before we leave, but if you've got an issue putting an order on, or you want to just have a general chat about the markets, get on the chat system and type away. We're happy to discuss things, and if you're having any issues and you don't want to pick up the phone, just get on the chat and type away. If you don't get a response, then pick up the phone. But generally speaking, you'll get a response between 7:30 and 7:30 and 5. Between 7:30 and 5:30, you'll get a response on the chat system. Now, a question has come up about the charts. If I just go onto the ribbon, select charts, okay, it'll automatically default to the Euro US, and you can change this. We select panel. The question is, the charting, can we change it into standard time? Yes, you can. It's probably one of the only features on the Falcon Trader that you can change into your local time. And to do that, there's two ways. For the current chart that you're seeing, you just go onto the time and date menu at the bottom, right-click, hit time axis, time zone, and the best suggestion is to select local time GMT plus 10. Select that. That'll automatically change the chart, and we'll get that up. And we can see that it's 7 p.m. Sydney time. I've got this on a 30-minute chart, and this will update at 7:30. But that's the way that I've got it set up on my system. So that's for the chart you're looking at the moment. If it's a chart that you always want to bring up, or you want to add a new chart and you want to have that time set up automatically, what we do, select the blue box on the left, hit options. You'll have a tab called charts. Select that, and what we want to do is we want to go to time zone. Hit that. Scroll through the list, whichever time zone you'd like. I would put system local time, automatically adjust for daylight saving. Click apply. I would also hit default. Okay, if you like to change different things, so this is on auto size default, you can select different periods, you can change it on a different range. I'm going to leave it as auto size. My time scale, I'm going to change to an hourly chart. I work with candlesticks, so you can click candlesticks. But the instrument, a lot of people don't trade for, well, not a lot of people, clients that don't wish to look at FX charts automatically, like the Euro US, you can change it to any product. So, for example, the ASX SP200, you can select the different one that you would like, click apply, click OK. When you select chart, it would automatically open up to the default chart that you've selected. Now I've selected the ASX 200 as a default chart. So if there's a particular stock you always want to look at, or a currency pair, or a futures contract, you can, or a CFD, you can have that as your default. So to run through that procedure again, blue box on the left, options, select chart, okay, default, and just play around with the different instruments, the time scales, the chart type. I've got it on auto scale for view mode, but you can do a lot of other different things as well. I'll just leave it at that. Click apply, and then OK. Next time you open up a new chart, it's going to open up to your default workspace, default chart setting. Okay, that's about it. If you, again, this has been recorded, so if you have any, if you want to go back and look at some things, go onto our website. I'll actually send out an email tomorrow morning with provide a link to our website, but it'll be under our previous webinars, and once it's all coded onto Windows Media Player, it'll be made available tomorrow. So again, thank you very much for attending and your patience. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or email us, and we'll leave it there. Have a great evening, and talk to you soon. Thank you.